Okay, our first example in 3.2a, measures of dispersion, we want to find the sample variance. Okay, so sample variance was denoted by S squared, and we're going to find out what that equals. They're also going to ask you what the sample standard deviation is and what the range is. In the calculator, it's going to be denoted with the little X there, so you need to make note of that. So what I'm going to do is go to Stat first, enter on Edit. I'm going to clear out these lists, so you arrow to the top, hit Clear, and then Enter. We only have one set of data, so I'm going to clear and enter. And then I'm going to input these numbers: 3, 0, 3, 0, -2, have to use a calculator for that one, 0, and then 3. Okay, once you verify that you have it correctly, Stat again, arrow right to calc, enter on one variable statistic, and then hit enter again, and these are our new numbers. So we want the sample variance, okay? They don't give us the x squared, but they do give us Sx. So I'm going to go ahead and write that one down. It is 2. Okay, in this case, since it's just a whole number, okay, I can go ahead and just do 2 squared, okay, because that's what this would be. Whatever this is, you just square it, and we would get 4. But sometimes it comes out as a decimal with a lot of terms. So I'm going to show you how to recall this and then just square it and get 4. So we have the sample standard deviation, we have the sample variance, and then we're also going to be asked the range. So if you arrow all the way down, it shows you the minimum and the maximum. So all we need to do is write down the maximum, subtract the minimum, so minus a -2, which ends up being 3 plus 2. Negative and a negative become positive. And so we get 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so these are the values we are looking for. So here's how to recall this number, and then we're going to go there. So there's the VARS button that you want to hit, VARS by the down arrow key. Then you're going to hit number 5, and then you're going to do 3 or 4, whichever one you want. Okay. One of them is sample, one of them is population. And then you're going to hit the x squared button, okay, which is over there by 7. Okay. And then enter. Okay, so this is how you get the calculator to recall and give you the variance. And you can only do that after you do the stat and compute the statistics. So let's go through that. Here's the VARS button right here. We're going to hit VARS, and then number 5. So you can go down to 5 and hit enter, or you can just push the number 5. And then you see 3 is sample and 4 is sigma. In this case, we wanted the sample one, so we're going to hit 3. And then we're going to hit the x squared button, which is catty corner from 7, up and to the left, diagonal. So when you do that Sx squared, it shows you 4, which is what we already got from 2 squared. Okay, so this first value is 4. Next, they want to know the sample standard deviation. Okay, so sample standard deviation was Sx, it was 2. And then we computed the range, which was the 3 minus -2, which came out to be 5. So all throughout this section, this is what we're going to be doing.